Welcome to Reagan's Rants and Raves. My name is Ellie. I am your hostess with the mostest, and today we'll be ranting about, bitching about, turning into walruses about 2014's Tusk. If you have not seen this movie yet, guess who doesn't give a shit? That's me. I don't care.
Wow.
Just continue to listen to this anyways, because it's a Kevin Smith movie, finally talking about a Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
So just sit back, relax, and everybody's going to turn into a walrus as soon as the podcast is over. You've now been cursed. Surprise.
Wow, that's really rude to just spring on our faithful listeners, like all four of them.
I'm super good at hexes.
Like, walruses don't listen to podcasts, right?
Yeah, you know that... So, like, the Ring video?
Yeah.
This is going to be the same thing, but for walruses. In 7 days, you're going to become a walrus. You know what's very funny?
What?
Did you know that Tusk was originally, like, I guess maybe storyboarded on a podcast? Or, like, the whole storyline got, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kevin Smith runs, like, several podcasts.
He does. He is the podcast king.
And that's where Tusk was incepted. That's where it was fertilized as an egg.
He's who made me want to do this.
Really?
Yeah. I love his podcast. I like his whole company, Smodco.
Yeah.
If you have not listened to a Kevin Smith podcast, I don't know why you're listening to Tusk, because you really have to be a Kevin Smith lover to actually want to watch this movie.
I mean, I like Kevin Smith. I really respect the hell out of Kevin Smith. I don't have, like, the crush that you'd have on him and his work. But, like, I still like this movie.
I'm just saying, like, that's what drew me to it. And they're like, no, this sounds like because, okay, when I first heard that this was going to be a thing, I'm like, this sounds like a very odd fucking movie. And I'm down for the ride. Haley Joel Osment's in it. Like, let's go.
Just the plot summary is the weirdest fucking movie you could probably hear of.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's up there. A man gets kidnapped and turned into a walrus. Oh. Okay. That's it. That's the movie.
Literally. Wallace travels to Canada, gets kidnapped, and then turned into a walrus. All because it's a part of his podcast to interview the weirdest people. In the storyline, it's a part of Wallace's podcast.
So
with Haley Joel Osment.
And the name of their podcast is, well, the name of their website is thenotseeparty.com. That's NOTSEE party.
Like not see
and
party.
Like, it's a joke that actually, like, lends itself to some dramatic tension in the movie sometimes. Like, one time. It's also just the conceit of the show and why Wallace goes alone on this trip. Because his whole show is him describing the people that he meets on his trips to somebody who wasn't there, who is not seeing it.
The not see party.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
It's funny. It's a Nazi joke. We all love those. Obviously, we love making fun of the Nazis.
I have a really fucked up sense of humor anyways, so, like, even uncomfortable, fucked up things make me laugh.
Yeah. Just
because I'm uncomfortable. So, if you guys actually want to listen to Kevin Smith's podcast, it's Smodcast, and episode 259 is what this movie's based off of. The Walrus and the Carpenter. They play the audio at the very end of the fucking movie.
Yeah, during the credits, yeah.
I love Kevin Smith, and I love anything that Kevin Smith does. He has such a vision for just the weirdest fucking things. What's your favorite Kevin Smith movie?
Man, that's a loaded question, isn't it?
Mine's Mallrats. Jersey Girl's actually up there.
It's been like 15 years since I've seen Jersey Girl. Last time I saw Jersey Girl was as a child, but, like, I have fond memories of it.
It's good. A lot of people want to give it shit, but it's good.
I really like Clerks too. A lot of, like, Clerks diehard fans don't like the sequel, but I really like that. I really like it. But I guess if I have to choose, like, one favorite Kevin Smith movie, I think I'm going to go with Dogma. Oh. Yeah.
I normally don't hear that often.
Yeah. Oh, that's another...
Chasing Amy is always the one that I hear. Because it is fantastic. And it's his, it's not as weird, I guess, as all the other ones are. And so maybe it's more of, like, for a bigger audience. You got Ben Affleck in it, you got Jason Lee. Oh, what the fuck is her name? The main girl.
We'll just call her Amy.
Okay. Well, she's fantastic in it. Her voice is just so, Her voice is so distinct. Like, it's crazy. It's such a good movie. I love Chasing Amy.
It is.
Mallrats is I love Jason Lee, and I have loved Jason Lee for a very long time. Ethan Suplee is also in that movie, and as everybody kind of knows, I love My Name is Earl. Shannon Doherty is one of my favorite actresses to ever do anything ever. and she's in that movie. It's just a well-rounded cast full of greatness. I love Mallrats.
It is. Kevin Smith has never struggled with putting together a good cast.
His dialogue's fantastic. Like, he's so great, and he's so inspiring.
Oh, yeah. One of our early episodes talking about The Evil Dead, we went on a pretty lengthy tangent about Kevin Smith, too, just because going out there and scrounging up as much money as he can to make this dream project of yours, and then actually making a career out of that, like Sam Raimi did. He loves to talk. He's a talker. It's actually a problem sometimes. But, like, I remember watching...
it's not a problem for me. I will listen to him talk all day long.
If you like Kevin Smith, you like hearing him talk. But sometimes So, like, I watched this one Q&A that he did, and he does, like, a 20-minute... It's only, like, a 90-minute special. He does like 20 minutes of intro monologuing, and then he's like, okay, so this is a Q&A. We're going to start taking questions. And
he does a lot of those.
Yeah. Some guy comes up, he asks a question, then the rest of the Q&A is him just going on tangents and tangents and tangents.
Yeah.
Answering the one guy. Like, it cuts back to him 5 minutes before the end of the special, and the guy is, like, sitting in the aisle now. Just, like, crisscross. He's just like, okay, thanks for answering. All I wanted to know was, what was it like to work with Bruce Willis?
Oh, Bruce Willis. That's a story. If you guys can find that story, it's a really good story. And you should also read his book. I just finished his book like a month ago. But he's so intelligent, and you just learn so much just listening to him speak. And Tusk is so inspiring because, you know, it's a horror movie.
And not his first horror movie either.
No.
Yeah, like...
Red State.
I remember watching Red State for the first time and just being blown away that this is from the same guy that made Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, yeah. His mind got that kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, the story surrounding the release of Red State is also...
so fucking cool.
Yeah. Inviting the Westboro Baptist Church and protesting with the Westboro Baptist Church. He also protested the release of Dogma with a church as well.
Yeah. And the thing is that Kevin Smith is religious.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that kind of religious, not Westboro Baptist Church hate religious, but he's got
his beliefs.
Yeah, I think he is. At least I think so. I thought he was religious. Anyways.
I mean, I don't think you can write that much religious dialogue like in Dogma.
And not at least know.
A lot of atheists at least try to know about what they're not accepting. Like, I know when I became an atheist, I tried to educate myself. So, like, you do learn a lot of stuff. But to that degree, to write entire movies and scenes around angels talking to businessmen about how they're sinners, like, I think you've got to have some religious side to you.
Tusk.
Yeah, let's talk about this movie now.
This movie's so fucking weird. But it's so weird that it's so good because it's so original, but also isn't at the exact same time. Because I feel like it's very inspired by so many other horror movies.
Okay, I'd like to hear.
At least in my opinion, I feel like it's so many. Like, he's making a new movie called fucking Moose Jaws. That's hilarious.
I mean, like, okay, so, like, body horror isn't new, and this is, like, really fucking fucked up body horror.
Oh my god.
Surgically, the surgical nature of it probably takes after, like, Saw and the likes. I think body horror at its maximum impact
reminds me of Human Centipede a lot, where you're trying to make people into animals.
Yeah, I can get that too.
There's not a lot of poop stuff.
It's not on David Cronenberg levels of body horror. It's a different kind of body horror.
It makes me always think of Human Centipede, but if Human Centipede were to be like a walrus, and it's just with one person.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he was trying to make an animal. I haven't seen Human Centipede in fucking years.
I think the whole thing with the doctor in Human Centipede was he's just a crazy fucking Nazi who wanted to see if he could do it.
Which maybe, actually did inspire a lot of this movie.
Well, I mean...
you don't know.
This guy, at least, Howard Howe, the villain of this movie, at least has some logic and reasoning behind what he does, even though it's fucked. Like... so the whole reason why Wallace, the main character, played, like, really well by Justin Long is even speaking to Howard Howe. So he went to Canada to talk to another person. Part of his podcast is he travels and he talks to weird people. And this kid in Canada went viral because of this video of him playing with a katana, chopping his own leg off with really crappy CGI effects, I have to say. I just had to say that out there. So he wants to go up there and, like, interview him to make fun of him on the show. And as soon as he gets to his house, he finds out that he, like, killed himself right before, like, he left for his trip.
Walks in on, like, the
funeral.
The view of...
It's a wake. Yeah.
Whatever.
Something. And he's like, well, fuck, I'm already up here. I got to find something for the podcast.
Yeah.
And he finds a handwritten note by Howard Howe in the bathroom right on top of the urinal.
Yeah.
Like, what a weird place for a community message board, but I guess I'm staring at the wall. The letter details, hey, I've lived a long and interesting life, and I'm renting out a room for free. Just please help clean the house, because I'm in a wheelchair. So Wallace thinks, oh, great, I'm going to call this guy up. I'm going to get something for the podcast. So he finds where he is. He drives like 2 hours through fucking Canada to find this guy, and he's getting told this guy's life story, or at least bits and pieces of it. He was a sailor. He served food to Hemingway.
Yeah.
Shortly before the Omaha Beach invasion.
If that's actually a real story or not.
Yeah, like you could never really.
You'll never know.
Yeah, and it slowly he starts like delving deeper and deeper into this weird fascination he has with walruses. Like he's got the penis bone. I know there's a medical term for it. The penis bone of a walrus above the fireplace.
As you do.
Yeah, and Justin Long is just totally enthralled with it. It's like the length of his arm. And then he goes into the story about how he was once lost at sea and was saved by a caring walrus. Then it just kind of stays there for a while. Howard Howe knocks out Wallace with some drugs, amputates his leg while he's knocked out, feeds him some bullshit story about a spider bite and a doctor who won't let him call people. It just gets crazier from there.
To say the least, this movie is very, very fucked up. This suit, the walrus suit, is so disturbing to look at.
Yeah. So
you can tell it's made out of fucking people.
And like not even just like flesh off of the backs, but like there are faces on there too.
Yeah, like you could definitely tell it's made out of people.
Yeah.
And how they did the face makeup for it. I really wish I knew more about the process of getting him in and out of that thing, of like how much is, because I'm assuming it looks so, I'm assuming nothing's CGI on. Like I'm assuming it's like a fucking actual suit, because you can't tell.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't tell, at least.
You know, that's definitely a physical suit. And just
the face makeup, like the blending between the two was so perfect.
I was wondering about that while I was watching. I watched it today in a very, very weird state of consciousness because I didn't fucking sleep last night.
I'll warn everybody that we're very, very tired recording this right now.
We've got a lot going on. We hope to talk to you about it someday. So yeah, that is really neat what they managed to do with Justin Long in that. Because... like, in story, there's a lot going on with his body. Howe amputated his legs for a couple reasons. One, I think, to make him fit better into the suit. But I don't think that's really a reason, because Howard himself fits into a suit later, and he's got his legs.
It's so that he can't get away, I think.
Well, it was so that he could use his tibia bones for the tusks.
Cute.
Yeah, like, that was the big reason. But he's also, like, surgically grafting his upper arms to his chest, so he has to crawl around like a walrus inside the suit.
It's so fucked up. Like, if that were to happen to me, I just fuck. Like, what the fuck would you do?
Like something like this. Like the ending is so fucked for a lot of reasons.
Because there's no justice. Granted, Justin Long's character is kind of a cunt.
Yeah,
this movie.
They do a lot with his character.
He cheats on his girlfriend all the time, and he's an asshole.
Yeah.
But then she's also cheating on him with his best friend. It's just
after she learns about all the cheating. Yeah. And like, you know,
her life's pretty fucked.
They're complex relationships there.
Yeah.
Which I really adore, because Haley Joel Osment, obviously the friendship means a lot there, but he also, you know, is in love with Justin Long's girlfriend, or maybe just cares about her a lot. Like, we don't really get a clear statement from him.
All of the above?
Maybe. And Justin Long's girlfriend, I can't even remember her name or the actress's name, and I've got problems with the writing of that character.
Let's call her bitch tit Tiffany.
I don't want to call her that.
Okay.
Like, she's clearly in love with Justin Long, but she's hurt, and she tries to find comfort in his best friend, who, you know, obviously cares about her. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the story,
fucking Haley Joel Osment.
Wouldn't you? Yeah. He was in The Boys.
He's done a lot of things.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. But he's best in The Boys because he plays a washed-up child actor. Yeah.
Well.
But like at the end of the day, they still care so much for Justin Long.
Yeah.
Despite Justin Long's problems and their problems with him and the things that they've done and things that he's done. Like, they still
obviously you wouldn't want this to happen to literally anybody.
No. But like...
they go to great lengths trying to fucking save him.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't.
The ending is so fucked. Like, Howard Howe is trying to... He's already, like, physically tortured this guy, and now he's trying to mentally and psychologically torture him so that he
broke him.
Yeah, so that he accepts being a walrus.
He broke him by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And you can tell that Justin Long's character at the very end, Wallace... recognizes they made him like a little pool in like their backyard area.
It was like a sanctuary for marine animals, and they only visit him every now and then to like throw him a mackerel.
Yeah.
So like,
could you imagine having to go up to like a sanctuary and be like, hey,
so
I have this thing. It was a person, and now it's not, but also is kind of a person. Does he poop in the suit? We don't know.
I mean, like, when you think about it, like, when you really think about it, doctors and psychologists had to say this is probably the best thing for him.
They had to have given up trying to do anything else.
And that's what's so fucked about it. Like, in real life, like, that would not happen. Like, he would be in recovery for his entire life.
Yeah.
But
the fact that he was so broken by that entire situation, and he'll be affected forever.
Something like that, bodily trauma like that, it's horrifying.
It is horrifying. Like, this movie it has its moments, obviously. It's a Kevin Smith movie of being funny.
It's still very much a comedy.
But he also did a really good job of making it horrific in the same...
Yeah.
Body horror fucks up, I think, everybody a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's super cringy, too. I've never met a person where that didn't fuck you up a little bit.
Like, that's what I love about body horror, is that it is supposed to really make you uncomfortable in your own skin, because...
And the thing is that it's everybody.
Yeah.
It's not, because some people are more afraid by, like, ghosts, or, like, psychological horror, or, like, exorcism movies, or, you know, the list is long. But, like, body horror?
Yeah.
So easy.
Like, if you
to get anybody.
If you went through The Fly, if you went through this fucking movie...
Yeah.
Like, anything like that, you're gonna be affected by it.
I feel like Saw is the only one that is body horror, but it's more comical.
Yeah, like
it tends to get more comical. Like, the first one is, to me, okay. Like, it's good. The first 3 are acceptable, and then after that, they're kind of fucked. This is going to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
Gonna be. It does have a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of in the same, like, universe.
Yeah, like, it takes place after the events, but it has nothing to do with the events of this movie.
Kevin Smith does this thing where all of his movies are kind of connected.
Yeah.
At least a little bit.
The View Askew universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, this movie, Tusk, Yoga Hosers, and then Moose Jaws is his horror movie series, and they're all in the same universe. So, in this movie, you see the 2, like, clerk girls. Mm-hmm. And there's a whole sequence with them in it. If you've seen the movie, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're in a couple scenes. Wallace is asking for directions to the general area of this guy's house, and like, oh, that's a boot 2 hours away from here. Oh, a boot 2 hours. I hate American guys. And then they get interviewed by an unrecognizable Johnny Depp, who's fantastic in this movie.
Oh, he is so good in this movie.
Yeah.
You let your feelings be what they are about Johnny Depp, but he's so good in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
This was before the whole Amber Heard thing, by the way. You take with that story about Johnny Depp what you will.
Yeah.
I'm
not touching that.
No.
There's so much conflicting information. And...
Yeah. So you just let that be what you want. Anyways, but they are the main girls that are in Yoga Hosers, and if you've seen Yoga Hosers, I'm sorry.
I thought you liked Yoga Hosers.
I like Yoga Hosers because I like Kevin Smith, and I have to like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to like it so bad.
Yeah.
And I won't say I don't like it. I just won't do it. It may be a lie. I may be lying to myself.
So it's,
It wasn't like this movie when it came to, like, the horror movies. There's, like, a sausage Nazi. It's a whole fucking thing. Kevin Smith is the sausage Nazi.
Yeah.
You just have to watch it. It's so fucking weird.
So I haven't watched it yet. I haven't seen Yoga Hosers yet.
Well, you take that time for yourself, and then you message me and be like, "Wow, Ellie, I should have just listened to you and just not wasted this time."
No, but I gotta show support for my boy Kev.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I watched it. Because even by the trailer, I was just like, "What the fuck am I in for?" But. And then there's Moose Jaws, which I am super excited about because
I mean, that's something that he's been pushing back a lot.
He has.
Because then he was
he's doing Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah. But he was also working on a Clerks 3, which then got canned, and
then Mallrats, but then
that also got canned or postponed. Maybe he just can't afford his friends anymore.
There's a lot of stuff that happened, I thought, with Mallrats.
Yeah.
Mallrats 2.
Yeah.
I know, I thought whenever they were doing it, Shannon Doherty got diagnosed with breast cancer during that time, and like... And I don't know. I could be completely fucking wrong, but I think those timelines match up.
Yeah.
And she was like one of the leads in that movie.
Hmm.
Those timelines might not match up, but... I think?
Yeah.
I'm very confused. Anyways, I was really excited for Mallrats 2. Like, super looking forward to it. Same with Clerks 3.
Yeah, Clerks 3 was one that I was looking forward to.
I haven't seen Reboot yet because... So they're touring with the movie just like they did with Red State.
Yeah.
We missed our opportunity to see it because he was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And that was the closest, I'm pretty sure the closest to us that we could see the movie. So now we just kind of have to wait until it comes on either Amazon or maybe goes into theaters. I don't know. Because even when it was in the theaters, because it was only in for like one weekend, it was like the closest one was like an hour or two away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we missed our opportunity, and I'm more than pissed.
I'm sorry.
I know that I missed it. But anyways, I think Moose Jaws sounds actually really exciting. Because what?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, what better way to cap off your Canada horror trilogy?
Have you ever seen a moose?
In person?
Yeah.
No.
They're scary as fuck. No, I'm not fucking kidding, because they're giant.
Yeah.
They are like horses on acid. Their heads are the size of me, Alec. I'm not fucking kidding you.
I know you're not kidding. Like, I've seen size comparisons, like one standing next to a school bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I
imagine that with teeth and like it's coming after you. Like, it's just like, and they're lanky as fuck, so I'm assuming it's just like watching a giraffe, like
the weight of their head is pulling them forward the whole time.
Oh my god, like I bet it's terrifying.
But like the title alone just reminds me of like the fucking Family Guy skit. Like, Bigger Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh no, now we need to team up and take on Bigger Jaws.
Maybe it's that, and then we have Tusk in there, and then they all fight.
Oh yeah,
like a gladiator battle, and then you have Harley Quinn Smith and fucking Lily Rose Depp, and they all fight to the death.
So it's like Shyamalan's Unbreakable series.
Yeah,
yeah, like they're kind of anthologies, but they all tie together at the end.
Yep.
Yeah,
like how American Horror Story apparently is.
Yeah, we didn't like that change, did we?
Well, no, it was always supposed to happen.
Oh, I don't believe that.
And now I think they've gotten to the point where they kind of lost their chance.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't even finish this one that they had.
Hmm.
So.
But,
anyways.
Yeah, so Tusk. I was really kind of emotionally affected by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, those characters really do care about Wallace. And Wallace is so lost. Like, he's gone.
It's so funny that they care about him so much because of all the fucked up stuff he has done to them.
Yeah.
And even through all of that, they still wouldn't want to see him hurt.
Yeah.
So.
Like, it's a story of friendship in the end.
I guess so. And not about lovers and
but okay, so let me I mentioned earlier that I had a problem with how his girlfriend was written.
Yeah.
Because that girlfriend exists only to support the character of Wallace.
Yeah.
Like, she has no personality of her own. She has no character of her own. Every line that she says is about Wallace.
Yeah.
And it's not the same for, like, Haley Joel Osment,
mm-hmm.
who talks about, you know, the kid that they're going to interview, or even about the girlfriend. Everything that this girlfriend exists for is for Wallace.
And I think there's something to be said about that, because I thought she made that clear in the movie too, is that she did her life revolves around him.
She did have a monologue about that, but I didn't know if that was Smith lampshading his writing of her, or just her validating her decision to sleep with Haley Joel Osment.
Maybe. Maybe. But the whole thing could be entirely on purpose, why you're supposed to think that about her. Her whole existence is just to serve him.
Like, it could be clever lampshading, because, like, Wallace is a fucking narcissist.
He is.
So, like, that could be, like, how he thinks she lives is completely for him.
Yeah.
Right? But, I don't know. I think there could have been some other way of going about that. Like, you could have some other thing going on. Like, she talks about her dead dad, like, for a second.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like.
I mean, the movie does move pretty fast into
it does.
Immediate, like, oh shit, he's a walrus.
Yeah. I did get a lot of feedback.
Good.
Yeah.
I had one person.
Yeah? Okay, let's hear you first.
Okay. No.
Oh. By the way, I got nothing for Underwater last week, and that's fine. That was a very new movie, but I'm hurt. I just want you guys to know that.
Does anybody else have the issue where they have, like, a fuck ton of bots?
No.
Like, commenting on their shit? Because that's the issue that I have.
Stop being a pretty girl on the internet, then.
No.
Have you tried being anything else?
I need the justification of others to live.
You're getting validation?
I guess so. I don't fucking know. Oh my god, you're so pretty. And then I don't cut myself that night.
Aw.
Anyways. That was a joke. I don't cut myself anymore.
Because
people validate me on the internet. That's why. Anyways, from Sydney. I liked the film a lot, but definitely could have used a lot more backstory than was given. End quote. We both made that comment about it rushing immediately into...
I don't think it was really rushing. I kind of like the pacing of the Like, when he gets to the house, it's very slow, and then it just, picks up as the tension
Tusk
picks up.
parts were perfect. It's just that the characters...
Okay, yeah, I guess. Like his girlfriend.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you just made that.
Yeah.
We just made that comment, or you just made that comment.
Yeah, but the out of order flashbacks, I think do a good job of filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
Personally, but it's just me. Like, I know that a lot of people have problems with this movie, which is fine.
It's not.
Discourse. No, it's fun. We like discourse. We like to argue with people.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I am right and you are wrong.
I am right and you are wrong. Discourse. It's great.
This is my show, not yours.
You're right.
I know.
I just
put
in all the work. Yeah.
Put in so much effort into it.
Yeah. It's all for you. Okay. So I got stuff on Instagram, I got stuff on Facebook, I got stuff on Snapchat. The only thing I didn't get responses on were Twitter, I think.
Good.
Yeah. But on Instagram, Peachy Ghoul, whoever that is, said, "You a bitch."
Well, are you?
I might be.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, answer that question.
Are you? Yes, I am. I am. I am not a bitch.
Oh my god.
My sister-in-law, Allie, she said, "I've never been able to look at a walrus the same since."
No. I can agree with that entirely.
Yeah, although it does...
Is that a person in there?
It calls into question, like, how was I looking at walruses before, anyway?
Who hurt you?
Walruses are weird creatures.
I'm gonna go up to every walrus and just kind of whisper and be like, "Are you okay in there?"
Like, they're just sacks of blubber with teeth.
They are.
Yeah.
They're really freaky. They're like ugly seals. They're like the elephant of the ocean.
She also said she didn't think it was horror, per se, but she definitely thought it was creepy. And, like, I can kind of get
like
that.
Thriller? Right?
Somewhat. Like, I think it... she might have...
Thriller, drama? Dram, thrill, horror? Dram, thrill, horror. Made a new genre.
Copyright it. Get royalties.
I'll do that right now.
Right now.
Hey, you want to play the $500 to trademark something?
Yes.
Okay, let's trademark something really weird.
2 weeks.
Okay.
When I have money again.
Okay.
Nyla, good old reliable Nyla.
Aw, old reliable.
Who doesn't love Nyla? No one. No one doesn't love Nyla. We all love Nyla. He said this is maybe his favorite horror film of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's
a bold statement.
Yeah. Did he have anything to back that up, or?
Well, he sent me a screen cap of his Letterboxd review of it.
Oh, okay.
It's not too long if you want me to read that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so these are his own words. I'm just gonna read it verbatim. I'm hard to scare or creep out. That's usually my problem with horror movies. They try too hard to be scary, and it doesn't work, and they've sacrificed every other aspect of the film to try and be scary.
I can't wait to put Nyla in a walrus suit.
That is not Tusk. Tusk features the most effective and disturbing body horror ever. From the design, to the noises, to the dialogue, it's so fucked up in such an uncomfortable and gross way that works way better than it should. The eerie monologues and strange premise and actually really funny comedy all flow together very well. The cinematography, editing, and music also are very effective and creative. And with all that being said, it's also a comedy. A pretty good comedy, too. This is an original film, and love it or hate it, you've never seen anything like it before. My biggest complaint is that some of the scenes really dragged. All of them were pretty long, but some were long and became boring. And after watching this and Yoga Hosers in one night, I hope that Kevin Smith continues to make movies about Canada and never goes to Canada.
Aww.
Oh.
Love Nyla.
Yeah. He's a lad.
He's a gem.
He is.
He's a gem among all the holograms.
Oh, that was kind of a... Huh.
What?
That's just kind of a underground reference there.
Really?
Yeah.
People not know about Gem of the Holograms?
Well, okay, so there were like a handful of adults who grew up with the cartoon, and then there were the handful of people who saw the movie that had nothing to do with the cartoon.
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about me. Is that I know a lot about very I guess to my age group. I'm 23.
Yeah.
Old things. My second favorite TV show ever is All in the Family.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys do with that what you will. But yeah, I know about fucking Gem and the Holograms. Like, I know about the original Josie and Pussycats. Josie and the Pussycat Dolls, like the TV show.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know about that, but they just know about that weird-ass movie that Tara Reid did.
Oh, yeah, they did make a movie.
They did make a movie. I'm not saying it's not good, because it is. It's cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Original TV shows, man.
So continuing with the feedback, on Facebook, I got something from Ellie Mae. She said, Kevin Smith is my shit.
That's me.
That is you. Stop responding to this.
I think it's fun. I'm included. He is my shit.
He is your shit.
He's my favorite director of all time.
And then I got something from Andres Esteban. He said, it's fucked up that his girlfriend ends up with his friend and they bring him a fish and he accepts his life as a walrus. LOL.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
It is fucked up. He also...
It's gonna happen to you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get a girlfriend?
No, the person.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you're watching this, but, yep.
He also added on, I'm just reading this part for the first time, the fact that they made Justin Long's character seem like a sleazy jerk makes you not feel as bad for him.
I think I still feel bad for him.
I do still feel bad. Like, they still make him a very, like, humane... He's still a human at the end. Yeah.
Like...
Even if he's not
just
human.
because you're an asshole.
Yeah. Doesn't mean he can't be redeemed. Or,
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're not worthy of, being treated like
don't be
person.
tortured.
Yeah.
Like, there's... Yeah.
Yeah.
If he was able to get out of the suit after all of that, then yeah, like, you kind of deserved all that. But, no. He didn't deserve what he fucking got.
Yeah. Like, just completely broken. Okay, and also on Facebook, Eric Soto, he messaged me. He couldn't fit it in the box.
Oh, okay.
This movie solidified my conception of what makes good art.
Woo.
Is this work of art successful? Did it make you feel what it wanted you to feel? Yes and yes. Might have worked better as a short film, but still nails all the points it wanted to make flawlessly, despite underdeveloped characters.
That was a nice review.
It was, yeah.
Wow.
Eric, we used to do theater back in Texas together. He's very well spoken.
Aw.
Yeah.
Send him a nude.
Who's nude?
Yours.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't have any good
Under Carrie's butthole stuff.
All right, so
I got from the ball sack from the other side.
I got at least one on Snapchat.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so this is... Gotta save this so that I can come back to it later while I'm editing. This is from Caitlin... Hold on. Yeah, Caitlin Mock. We used to work together at a radio station.
Aw.
She said, "This is one of the only films to really freak me the fuck out and haunt me. I think because I'm used to seeing Justin Long in more lovable roles made the story a lot more jarring for me." Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like he's done but he's also been in a lot more Kevin Smith movies than just this.
Yeah.
He was also in Yoga Hosers.
And Cop Out, I think. No.
He was in Zachy Rare Make a Porno, and I, for some reason, do think he was in Cop Out.
He was in Die Hard 4. We're just confusing Bruce Willis movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
They all isn't he the same person in all of them?
Not in this one, apparently. Or are you talking about Bruce Willis?
I'm talking about Bruce Willis. I'm not fucking Justin Long.
Okay. Although Justin Long does get typecast a lot.
You leave him alone.
Hey.
He's just a brunette Michael Cera.
Whoa.
I didn't say that was a bad thing. By the comment that you made, said it was a bad thing.
Okay.
See? I like Michael Cera. He makes me giggle.
Anonymous, also on Snapchat, said
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Pussy.
He absolutely adores this movie. One of his favorite movies. It's a masterpiece.
Aw.
And this might be in one last one. Okay. I'm also going to let this guy be anonymous.
Okay.
He said Tusk was a very different film than he's used to seeing this actor in, but he actually enjoyed it, especially the ending. So, most of the feedback that I got, overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, they like to see brunette Michael Cera tortured.
Wow.
And that's okay.
I think that's all I've got to say about Tusk.
I think so too.
Yeah. You've got a rating?
It's a Kevin Smith movie, so what the fuck do you think I'm going to give it? I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to give it a 10 out of 10.
Ooh. Wow.
It's a Kevin Smith movie.
Wow.
He could take a dump.
You're putting Smith up there with Kubrick. The only other 10 out of 10 movie we've had is Shining.
Yeah.
The Shining. Wow.
Because I don't have any issues with this fucking movie.
Yeah.
At all.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
And I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. It's fair. But I'm a Kevin Smith fan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. And I feel like I can't give him any less. But Yoga Hosers is going to be a different fucking story if we ever get to that point. When we talk about Yoga Hosers, that will be the one.
Yeah.
That I am just like, no, I can't. I just can't.
All right. Well, if that's all we got to say today, if you guys have any movies that you want us to talk about, whether they're new releases coming up or they've been out for years, please leave your thoughts in the comments. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell your grandmother about us. You should really call her up sometime.
Wow.
I'm internalizing some stuff and then externalizing it.
Huh.
Yeah.
And I guess with that being said, we're done. And good night and good luck and have a pleasant tomorrow.
I love you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for listening to a Peaches and Scream podcast. My name is Ellie, and please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.